Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I'm DGW. In this video I want to talk to you about how to get the perfect start in Hell Let Loose. By which I mean what you need to do as a team to mount a good attack on the center point at the start of the game, but also make sure you've got a defensive backup available. Now before heading into these tips, remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and if there's any thoughts you want to share, questions or suggestions, just drop them in the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Now for any setup to really work, you will need a commander in place. I don't think playing a battle without a commander is a good idea at all, so I will assume you've got a commander in the battle for the remainder of this video. The first step is for the commander to issue a supply drop in the stronghold or around the stronghold in the second sector. In the case of the map on screen, this would be Le Grand Creek. It is his job to get a defensive garrison up at that position. Part of that first step is also for a squad leader to get into the supply truck, the first one that is available in the center HQ, and drive towards the front line to drop supplies for 2 attacking garrisons in 2 flanking locations towards the third sector, which in this case is WN7. Essentially, your map should then look like this. You've got 1 defensive garrison on Le Grand Creek and 2 attacking garrisons towards WN7. What this ensures is that even if you're not able to capture the center point directly from the start, you will have 2 good attacking positions available, but also a defensive position available if the enemy were to attempt to steamroll you. After these 3 garrisons are in place, the commander can issue another supply drop further back from the second sector to build a backup defensive garrison. Whilst the commander is on his way to build the first garrison, he should spawn another supply truck so 2 engineers can get into that supply truck and start building nodes, preferably in the fashion that I discussed in the previous quick tip video. With these 4 garrisons in place, you've got a very good starting setup. Now if you're able to capture the third position, you will of course need a new garrison on that stronghold. After which you will generally repeat this process of trying 2 flanking attacking garrisons and maybe even a garrison in enemy territory. However, if you're not successful on capturing the third sector, the team should attempt to get at least 1 more defensive backup garrison available and maybe another backup garrison behind the 2 attacking garrisons. Obviously it is advisable to try and get 1 or 2 attacking garrisons in enemy territory up. A quick note on this is that every map essentially looks different. Each map has 15 potential strongholds, of which the game chooses 5 at random. But which strongholds are in play and how they're laid out across the map does not really matter, as this strategy can be implemented to each kind of situation. For instance, this battle over Hill 400 has a slightly different layout, but getting the first 4 garrisons up is pretty straightforward, and after that, depending on whether or not you actually capture the center position, which is Hill 400 itself, you end up with this version for attacking the 4th sector and this version for attacking the 3rd sector. And as a last example, in the case of this battle over Foy, again the 4 startup garrisons are straightforward, after which again it depends on whether or not you're successful in capturing the 3rd sector. If you are, you can start working towards attacking the 4th sector, and if you are not, you can start towards attacking the 3rd sector. Now I think you will be able to translate this to whatever situation a map requires. Considering your team can build up to 8 garrisons, I would suggest trying to get 8 garrisons up as soon as you can. Spread them out over the battlefield, make sure you've got defensive garrisons available and make sure you've got flanking garrisons available. Do keep in mind however that garrisons in enemy territory get overrun as soon as an enemy is within 100 meters, even if he doesn't know the garrison is there. So try to keep them somewhat distant from that stronghold, as that is most likely where the enemy is, and an overrun garrison cannot be spawned upon, so it is pretty much a waste of a garrison. If you want to learn more about all the spawning mechanics of this game, I've got a tutorial specially for that, and I've got a full tutorial playlist covering many different aspects of this game, which is regularly updated and expanded. And also remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and any questions or suggestions in the comments I will get back to as soon as I can. That leaves me to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.